damn. Not even a preview for next week's episode, the finale episode. No hints whatsoever. They're really hyping this up. So the only thing that next episode, what can happen next episode, because I don't believe it's going to be an hour-long finale. Of course it could be. I would love it to be. But since it most likely will not be an hour long, I'm gonna assume that Scotsman is gonna come in with his army, his new army being a bunch of people that Jack has helped out in the past. It's just gonna be one big awesome battle. Before we get hyped up for next week, let's talk about how... oh boy, this episode. Yeah, everything pretty much went to shit, and I don't mean that this episode was bad. No, I mean things got pretty bad for the characters. I mean, in the beginning, things were cute, you know? I really dug the dynamic between Ashi and Jack. I mean, of course, I've always dug their dynamic, but I'm talking about as a couple. You know, even though they're not officially a couple, we know they like each other. It's obvious. And it was just so sweet, you know, like especially when she said, oh, I brought food, and Jack said, so did I, and then they started laughing, and so I'm just like, oh, that's adorable. I actually was surprised last week in the comments that a lot of people didn't really seem to notice that this was being hinted and thought that Jack and Ashi being a couple was rather sudden. Personally, I thought that it was hinted, not so blatant, so maybe that's why a lot of people didn't see it, but I thought that there's hints throughout the entirety of the season, but most people really wanted a kind of like a sensei, you know, student type relationship, or they thought it was just damn right weird because Jack is, you know, like old enough to be her father. Speaking of fathers, oh boy. Aku. Now, he shows up. That's great. Good to give Aku more screen time. However, it is revealed more information about why the daughters of Aku are called the daughters of Aku. To be honest, I always thought that them being called the daughters of Aku was just a title. You know, it was just a thing because they live and grew up in this cult where they absolutely worship Aku. So I kind of just thought it was just this thing where they're just all like, okay, you guys are the daughters of Aku because, you know, we love Aku and stuff like that. I thought it was just, you know, a title. No, they definitely have some Aku blood, or really Aku darkness flowing through their bloodstream, and Ashi still has it, being controlled by Aku. At least that's what it looks like to me. Aku is saying that she's doing this on her own to protect her daddy, but to me, I'm pretty sure Aku is actually controlling Ashi because he is the shape-shifting master of darkness. A piece of him is within Ashi. Hey, don't get weird. But a piece of him is within Ashi. He can control that because it is a part of him. And it was truly heartbreaking when Ashi told Jack to kill her. And Jack couldn't do it. I can't blame the man, honestly. He found someone to love. Of course, he loves all the people that he saves, you know? And he said that those people that he loves have only just become mere memories, because as he was walking throughout this one land, this was a flashback to, really a reference to an episode of a big like robot fight. I think it happened in season 3. I vaguely remember it, but there was this big robot fight in season 3 that Jack was a part of, and he was walking through there, and he left Ashi because he didn't want Ashi to become just a mere memory that, you know, will never come back. But Ashi's just like, no, we can do this, we're gonna stick together, these memories have brought us here, it's okay. But then this happens, and now Ashi's telling Jack to kill her. He can't, so Aku takes the sword. Goddamn. Oh hey, about the sword, so Scaramouche finally makes it over to Aku after that very long and treacherous journey. He has made it, and tells Aku that Jack no longer has the sword and he bets his life on it. Ah, sorry Scaramouche. I'll miss ya, babe. Plus, you know, that terrible dancing scene between Aku and Scaramouche, like what the fuck was that? So things are looking pretty bleak, but we know things will turn up in the next episode, and I know a lot of people are sad that next week is the finale episode. But personally, I'm not sad. I don't understand why so many people are sad. Honestly, the only reason anyone should be sad is if Samurai Jack Season 5 never came at all and it was only going to be just a mere rumor like the movies, because, you know, there were supposed to be movies in around 2006, 2009, I believe. They were supposed to be conclusion movies, but that never happened. But Season 5 is here. We finally have closure. This series can be put to rest. It's not going to be milked anymore. We're not going to be teased about it. We are going to have our complete end. So I'm not upset that this is ending. I am happy that we're finally getting the conclusion we have all been waiting for. And this has been an amazing season, and I am very happy with everything that has happened throughout this season. So I'm fine with it. It's been paced very well. I look forward to the finale, and I hope you are too. So catch me tomorrow as I review Alice to Zoroku. I'm your female otaku. Sayonara.